learn swimming by just by reading books on how to swim or taking a course on how to swim? Will you ever learn speaking by just going through such videos and learning how to speak? Welcome to episode number 26. And just to decode today's episode, I was just thinking what would be the best way to really be even more authentic than what I was over the last couple of episodes in particular. And I realized, well, why not really share with you the exact challenges that I'm going through, which I'm working on solving? And that could be a humongous learning for you because it makes it so easy. Today's episode is when we will be decoding how, by speaking once, you can actually develop further set of skills with respect to your communication. Now, when you look at the overall broad picture, communication comes down to a few different types. The first being obviously the video format of communication where I'm just speaking. That could also be in-person communication. I should have done this before I streamed live, but nevertheless, these are the things that keeps happening. One is video, which you share videos, you talk to people, and in person. The more you practice videos, the easier it becomes for you to talk to people when you're meeting them in person. And yet, there are so many people I've seen, in fact, met in person. They are far too comfortable in their videos, but not so comfortable in the real life. Now, I don't even want to get into the concepts of introvert, extrovert, and ambivert, all of those things. That's probably for a future conversation. The second form of communication is for people who are not so comfortable with videos, but they're more comfortable by their voice. The third form of communication is when people prefer writing. Now, in today's episode, I want to walk you through the system that I am following based on my strengths and weaknesses on how just by speaking every day, I am able to repurpose that same process into different forms of communication. And to do so, I would like to walk you through. I will not be sharing my screen as such, but because I don't really want to take the spotlight away from me and make sure that I give you any kind of a tutorial. Maybe we will do that in our micro courses. For more details, again, please do check out all the details that's given below. Couple of important points. Over the last couple of days, I've been observing that the number of views have been growing. Okay. And I want to let you know that I'm so blessed that you're sharing all your love and best wishes with just by going through the content. That itself gives all the motivation. Now, if you're new here, please do hit that follow button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified every single time I go live. The second thing is all the details are given below. You can sign up for my newsletter where you'll get all the notes. I'm going to start writing my newsletter very soon. The second is you can invite me to speak in your company, in your school, in your college. Just feel free to fill up the form and I'll get back to you and we can sort something out and we'll come and deliver some world-class experience for your students or your company members. The third is the live cohort links. All the details are given below. We are starting our first batch from the month of December. Please do check that out. And number four, all the things that I'm sharing every single day. Again, this is just me sharing. This is just me practicing my communication out in public. But every single thing that I'm sharing, I'm also going to be creating a do-it-yourself micro course, which you can finish in a single sitting. Again, all of those things are going to be in process, but the details are all given below in my website. On my website, you will find every single thing that you need. And I plan to create a website where anyone in this world can really come and get whatever value that they need. I want to make sure that businesses become simple and personal development is included as a part of our daily lifestyle itself with the power of communication as the foundation. So now let's, even before we begin this particular live, let me walk you through. Let me first share how did we even get started in this. Okay, so the first experience was back in 2019, 2020. That was the time when I joined that public speaking community. And as a part of the community practice, we were straight away told that you cannot become a good speaker just by going through courses or going through training programs. You have to become a better speaker by speaking. The same way, I asked myself, okay, what was it that was stopping me from creating videos out in public? Now, back then, the only social media platform that I was using was Facebook. Even to this date, I'm not so comfortable and I don't even know how Instagram or Twitter or any of these platforms work. Of course, LinkedIn is something that I've fallen in love with, although I still don't think that I know exactly how LinkedIn works as well. I'm yet to figure out. But Facebook was something that I was following. Facebook was something through which I was making a lot of friends. And in that community, Facebook was the platform where we were asked to make videos in the closed group. But even thinking that I will create videos on publicly over YouTube or Facebook or whatever, I was so damn scared. What will people think? What will my parents think? What will my relatives think? Because everyone is there on Facebook. What is it going to happen? What is the problems that will come? All of these challenges would bother me so much until a point when I realized that, well, people don't really care, because at the end of the day, over the last couple of years, especially in the last 2 to 3 years, the way the algorithms have shifted, the way the social media platforms have aligned themselves, if I'm creating a piece of content, the content is going to reach to the right people. And all I need to do is create consistency. So, for example, today is the 36th video. And I will tell you the average views, if I check the last 7 days of my YouTube videos or uh, LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, the impressions as in the number of people who have at least opened the video for a couple of seconds, have been around 100-ish, which is pretty okay. In YouTube, the number comes down to single digits, 2, 3, sometimes 0, sometimes 6. Last couple of videos have been 7, 11. Now, are you able to understand what's happening now? I don't have to be scared about anything at all. I can just keep creating, and that becomes my practice platform. Because a couple of years down the line, whether I or anyone in this planet wants to find out about Suryadeep and they type my name in YouTube, they will have the enormous amount of content that I have created over a period of time. Every single content is world class, properly planned out, properly thought out, organized, and delivered. What do I create content about? Every single day, whatever it is that I am learning, either my learnings or the challenges that I'm facing, the things that I'm working on, the thoughts that I'm having, all of those things turn out as content pieces. Now, where did I get this idea from? I got this from Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a digital empire. He is a digital brand, one of the greatest brands on the globe, who has created this whole artillery of content across all the different social media platforms. Just give me a second. I had to make sure that I reduce the fan speed a little bit. And all of these things are also common as and when you go live. These challenges will keep coming, and I want to keep it that way. Now, while I was preparing for those lives, here is what I thought. Every single time you put out a live video, you record it over Zoom. Like right now, the platform that I'm using is Zoom. My Zoom application is open. I've there's an option in which you can live stream that Zoom meeting using a third-party software. In this case, the third-party software I'm using is called as Restream.io. There's also a couple of other platforms as well. I think I'm not able to exactly remember the names right now. But if you just search live streaming platforms on Google, you'll get the idea. I think Restream, and there are a few others. I'm just not able to StreamYard, and then there are other few as well. I'm not able to remember all of them right now. Now, Zoom is connected with Restream. Restream is connected to my LinkedIn and my YouTube. Because I'm in the free plan, it allows me to parallelly live stream in two platforms, for which I have decided LinkedIn, because that's somewhere I want to consciously stay active, and then YouTube, because YouTube is for credibility. Now, you have to understand, every single human being on this planet will resonate with certain forms of social media platforms. Now, the kind of people that I want to talk to, or the kind of network that I want to have, I have realized that they are majorly in LinkedIn. And also, that's a platform which I have at least some form of an understanding. It's the platform that has given me a lot of results in terms of job opportunities and the right network, a lot of good friends I've met over LinkedIn itself. So it's something that I love. YouTube, because YouTube is your credibility, which means today, if you have YouTube content, the more content you have on YouTube, over a period of time, people get to know that you are someone who can be trusted. because you've put in the time, the efforts, the energy to prepare and speak. Now, if you look at each of my videos, the bare minimum that I speak for is 20 minutes. At times, I've also gone on to an hour. The overall average roughly goes around 30 to 40, 45 minutes, which is pretty good optimum time, at least that's what the YouTube mentors talk about. Now, if I'm creating that every day, here's a very interesting thing that happens. LinkedIn, the moment I go live, the notification goes out to all my platform, all my followers. Every single person who's following me gets a notification stating that Suryadeep is live. Please go and watch. It becomes very interesting. Same thing happens on YouTube also. All my subscribers, there's a live button that goes in and it shows that Suryadeep is live. And because it's public, the live symbol and all goes in. So as and when my followers or subscribers increase, the more it acts as a positive reinforcement where they get to know that I'm live and they're going to come up and they're going to ask questions. So if they interact with me in the chat, for example, right now, if you're watching this, if you are writing something to me over chat, I literally have both my Zoom screen open and my Restream screen open where I can check what are the live messages that I've got, and accordingly I can reply as well. Now, this is where how the content gets repurposed. As in one piece of content, I'm live right now using my Zoom platform, but at the same time, I'm parallelly live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Now, if I take the paid subscription of Restream, I can parallelly live stream in what they give options of up to 28 different channels, platforms like Twitch, Instagram Live, multiple LinkedIn pages, multiple Facebook pages. So I can integrate all of them put together and parallelly go live at across all those platforms. But the objective of me doing this is I do not want to overspend until and unless I'm making any money. So the only subscription that I have at this present point of time is Zoom. Why do I have Zoom? Because of multiple reasons, which I'll explain as this video goes, as this live goes forward. Once the live stream kickstarts, the lives are captured by both the social media platforms. Now, LinkedIn, I don't do much on it. It's just something, this is something that I'm just practicing my consistency. At least for the next 90 days, I don't plan to do anything other than just being live every single day. But slowly, I am building the content flywheel. Now, what is a content flywheel? A series of communication practices that I want to consciously work on and develop my skills that I can show to the world. The world will get a sneak peek of what am I doing consistently, and the fact that I'm doing it becomes my communication practice. Again, there are two very important things here. One is you are practicing all by yourself. So let's just say you're not on social media, you're not anywhere, you have a mirror in front of you, you have a mic in front of you. You just taking up a topic and you're speaking. And you can do that over and over and over and over and over again. But until and unless you do that publicly, you will not get any form of feedback. When you show up for the world, the version of you completely changes. And whether you get feedback from anyone or not, I can go back to my lives, which I keep doing every day. I'll watch my videos and I know what are the things that I did good, what are the things that I messed up, what are the things that I need to improve. And all I need to focus on is what is the one single thing I can improve from yesterday to today. Are you able to understand how powerful is just showing up every single day? And that's why Tony Robbins' mentor, Jim Rohn, he mentioned 90% of success is just showing up. So the fact that I don't do anything else for the rest of the day, which has been the situation, a couple of days ever since I came back for the retreat, I've not been doing much other than just the live, but that itself is all the improvement that I need. Okay. Now, once the live is done, it takes around 24 hours for the whole live to get processed on YouTube. The moment you go to any YouTube video, as you scroll down, there will be an option called the description. And then there's an option, if you click on more, the entire description opens. As you scroll down, if every video has certain timestamps, the timestamps will be visible. Just above the timestamps, you will have a simple tab, which is called as a button, which is called as a transcript. The moment you click on the transcript, again, this happens for any YouTube video in this world, okay? Any YouTube video. Click on transcript. On the top right, a box opens up where all those other videos and everything is there. The box opens up, and you will be able to see as the YouTube videos going forward, the words are all mentioned over there clearly. Okay. And then based on the second, like every microsecond, nanosecond, whatever I am speaking for that second, it's all mentioned. The words are all mentioned in a very, very organized manner, step by step. So every single time I go live, I don't have any script because I don't prefer that. And I always feel that no one should really speak out of a script. Let the natural things just flow, and then you keep making improvements from time to time. Whatever it is that I'm speaking right now is getting captured in the transcript, which means if I copy the entire transcript, put it into a Word doc or a text file, I have pretty decent number of words to play around with. So overall, let's just say I have an average speed of around 110 words per minute. So if I multiply 110 with, let's just say right now, what it's been almost 15 minutes that I'm speaking, average is 30 minutes. So if I speak for 30 minutes, I actually have 3,300 words right now. 3,300 words, which is captured, documented, ready. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not. There are grammatical errors. There are a lot of ahs, ums, ers, filler words, filler phrases, repetitive words, crutches. At times I'm coughing. At times I'm speaking garbage. Like, let me turn off the camera so that I can fix the fan, or let me turn on the charger. All of those things are also captured in the live. But when you take that entire transcript, put it into Chat GPT or any AI tool, will the AI tool be able to completely refine the entire live and give you a proper organized piece? So here is how my calendar ideally looks like. Again, this is a conversation that I had with Yogeshwari yesterday, just giving you a sneak peek of it. She asked me a series of questions, and it was very interesting because we just came up with this little thing as an experiment, and it turned out to be a very, very good success. The experiment was, whenever we are doing any such deep conversation, we record the conversations. We turn on the phone recorder. She asks me the questions, I respond. Now we have that audio file. We put the audio file back from the phone into the system. From the system, we go to a place, any of the audio to text transcriber. The one that I personally prefer is 11 Labs. It's really, really powerful. The audio to text converter. So I upload the file, and within a couple of minutes, the entire audio, word by word, is transcribed. So she asked me a bunch of questions. She asked me, what would be ideal content flywheel look like? What would be the life that you would like to have, like your daily work life right now? What kind of content would you like to create? What would motivate you to follow this peak performance lifestyle? What are the things that is holding you back? What would be ideal routine that you would like to have? These are the questions that she asked me, and I answered those questions. It was recorded. We took the entire transcript, put it in Chat GPT. Again, Clara, my executive assistant, virtual executive assistant, AI bot, she analyzed the entire conversation, and she was able to come up with a routine. It's not just that she came up with a routine, she gave me a step-by-step framework on how I can start my day at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, end my day at 5 o'clock in the evening. I work only on Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday are no agenda days. I can do whatever I want, whether I want to go live, whether I want to create anything, whether I just want to sleep the entire day. She doesn't have a problem. But on my work days, I have my specific routine. Now, I take those video transcripts that I'm doing in the form of these lives. I take them, put them into these. Okay, so put them into these AI bots and tell them, convert this into a full-fledged 5,000 to 6,000 word blog with proper heading or subheading. What do you think is going to happen? Initially, I'm talking about before AI, people used to write pages and pages of blogs, pages and pages of blogs, only to realize that, okay, initially, of course, initially when you start releasing blogs, you don't get any traction at all. But now I can just add a couple of words, make it SEO optimized for these keywords, the keywords, so that whenever people write on ChatGPT or Perplexity or Google or any of these places, the only person that will show up is me. The blog is written in such a manner. Again, I have just done the hard work of creating some form of an idea. And I also did the hard work of going live and sharing some heartfelt, one-to-one, high energy, honest, open ended experience of what I went through. So the content is already original. It is just being tweaked based on the specific platform, in this case, whether it's blog. The same blog can be turned into a Medium article. The same blog can be turned into a weekly newsletter. I can even compile 5 days lives and I can tell, this is what I did for the last 5 days. Now I want you to compile this and create a newsletter with these headings. The same blog can be turned into a workbook, a one-page PDF cheat sheet, a lead magnet ebook. All of these things, AI is doing the heavy load. I can even turn that live into the next 5 days LinkedIn posts, Twitter threads. I can literally sit down and ask, okay, this is the content piece that I have. Now, can you help me understand how I can repurpose these content pieces to create content on different social media platforms, which will help me attract the right followers, the right leads who will be interested at the end of the day to collaborate with me or stay in touch with me or learn from me. Again, one action piece, which is preparing for the live and going live, is creating such a powerful cascading effect to come up with different forms of social media content. Let me take it a step further. The platform is this particular live stream is being streamed in LinkedIn and YouTube. Now, I can download the video. I can give it to Yogeshwari, or I can put it into any of those AI tools called Veed.io or InShots or any of those video tools, and create short condensed versions of reels with automated captions and everything, which I can put out on Instagram. I can also just put the video out and just extract the audio. In YouTube, there's an option in which you can, if you have a YouTube link, you can go to any of those tools and you can download the audio version of that video. That I can put it on a platform like Spotify Podcasters, which will stream the podcast across all the various major podcast hosting platforms across the globe. Now, whether I will get the results or not, whether I'll get the followers or not, whether I'll get the downloads and all or not, I have no idea. I'm giving you what is working for me so far. And what plans do I have? Here's what I know. Only when if you like, wait, let me organize this a little better. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we were told that if you start creating content, you will start gaining followers. And the right followers will reach out to you, will sign up for your course, will sign up for your webinar, will sign up for your membership. All of those things will happen. And we started creating content, Yogeshwari and I, but nothing happened. Even now, I'll tell you, this is the 36th day when we are going live. The number of views, when I look back, it's just in single digits. I've already told that to you. So the motivation is, obviously, it's absolutely normal and human for the motivation to go away. But the point is, it's not that I'm doing this for people. For the first 90 days, I'm doing it for me. Secondly, I'm building a system around within that 90 days where I can multi-purpose the amount of content. I got results back in 2019, 2020, because I did that for 6 months. I created 3 videos every day for 6 months. Then when I hosted a webinar, 32 people showed up. It was on a Wednesday. 32 people showed up, 11 people purchased. After 6 months of efforts, that is my previous experience. Now, are things going to become easier? Are things going to become difficult? I honestly have no idea. Now, let's look at the other side, the flip side. The lives. I will have ebooks to give to people. I will have blogs to give to people. I will have cheat sheets. Videos obviously are there, podcast, micro courses. Micro courses is when I'm actually making you do all of those things. Today, if I have 36 videos, 36 lives, each of the lives, I create a do it yourself micro course on Udemy, keeping the same blueprint. And now AI can help me design the micro course, design the mind map, design the workbook, and I can actually sit down over Zoom and record and then upload over Udemy. Now, whether I get the right amount of followers and all or not doesn't really matter. The fact that I am giving more value into the world, I'm solving more problems for the world just by putting myself out there, just by showing up, at least somewhere there's going to be a hit. So far, if I give you my previous 4 or 5 years of experience, every month from Udemy, I keep getting some money or the other. Again, I never talk about my Udemy courses. I never ask people to go through. It's just there on Udemy. That's it. I recorded 5 years back. I don't really make too many changes, although I consciously will have to start doing so. But that has been giving me some money or the other, which means the moment you start working on yourself and you start showing up, the world also starts giving you directions and opportunities, insights of what's exclusive for you. So today, Ankur Wariku can have 1 million followers each on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Okay. Alex Hormozy can have 1 million followers across all the social media platforms. Gary Vaynerchuk can have 10 million across all the social media platforms. Matt Gray might not even have that much of followers, but still create $1 million a month revenue. Vin Jiang can be the world's greatest communication coach with invitations across all the big companies, Apple, Flipkart, Amazon, and whatnot. They are the beasts. But can they really show up live every single day talking about the modern day challenges that someone has to face when they are starting out, like a Suryadeep Majumdar? And this is where things become interesting. Now, imagine if I take these lives and I turn them into reels, blogs, Medium articles, Substack newsletters, blogs in my personal website, LinkedIn content, LinkedIn posts, carousels, Twitter feeds, Insta shorts, Facebook, full-fledged videos. What else is there? Snapchat, Reddit, Quora, different platforms. Now, can I do all of that all by myself at once? I have no idea. But the point is, I'm just looking at the possibilities. The possibilities which will compound over a period of time. Forget about the results. I read this book called What's Your Dream by Simon Squibb. He's someone I've been following over the last couple of months. He's just given me that big bulb on after a long time. He talks about, he just helps people find their dream and achieve them. And I remember there was an interview that he did with a person. He asked him, like, he just walks over the road and asks people his dream. He walked up and asked, hey man, what's your dream? And the guy said, I want to become the greatest public speaker on this planet. Oh, that's amazing. What do you need? What help do you need? Said, I need money. How much money? Didn't have any clue. Well, do you really need money or do you need steps? He said, maybe steps. And the only instruction he gave him was, I want you to give me your Insta ID, your YouTube ID. I want you to start creating a video every single day on YouTube for the next 365 days. So cut to 365 days, he did follow that advice. He not just got public speaking gig opportunities, he also got connected to people who helped him build a business around him going live every single day. And of course, there was a lot of cut scenes. Like he met him on that day. Again, a year later, he met him, and there were some other discussions also that happened within that one short reel itself. That got me so curious and so fired up on what are the possibilities that can exist if you just show up. Even in our life cohort, this is exactly what we teach. We help you to show up for you, not for anyone else, for you. Because if you show up for yourself every single day, the world will look at you some point of time or the other. Whether they do or not, you will start learning and growing with each passing day, and you will enjoy that process. This live was supposed to happen today in the evening because, again, I did not wake up on time. But Yogeshwari made me do this live right now. The topic that came out was also something that I'm working on. And now it's all about building those systems. Over the next couple of weeks, hopefully you will start seeing me do a lot of these other things, because I've just dropped my paper in the place where I was working under Dr. Priyank. Dropped my paper because I really need to do a lot of these inner work. And the inner work for me is showing up, learning, executing, getting aligned. If you've enjoyed this far, it's already 11:11. Wow, we're ending this on a perfect time. I want you to know that every single wish that you have is going to come true. And it all begins with you showing up. If you want more details, all the details are given below. Write to me, drop your thoughts in the comments. It would mean the world to me to get to serve you every single day, just like I am. Lots of other things are coming in your way. My only objective is to help you, and through helping you, help myself grow. With that, this is Dr. Sridhar. Love you so much. So happy that we are ending